Hey guys, so I almost reached level 80 and I decided to make a quick guide about the class that I'm currently playing, so the Wayfarer, if I pronounced the word correctly, I don't know, because my English sucks. Anyway, I'm only gonna do a guide about this class because it's the only one I'm currently playing, so I don't feel like I'm allowed in a way to make a guide about other class because I'm not playing them. So this is going to be the only one that I will make. So we're gonna start with like a review of a little bit of everything from the skill to the Melomon to the artifact and everything else, the equipment. Please consider that I'm not free to play, but I also can't spend too much, unfortunately. I wish I could. So more or less, I would assume that we're gonna have the same situation. And unless you're a whale. If you're a whale, I don't think you need to watch my guide because you probably already have better everything compared to me. So let's start with the Melomon, which I think is one of the most important thing in the game right now. So as I mentioned in my guide for them, your need as a DPS is to make as much damage as possible. And to do that, the absolutely best Melomon that you have in the game is Demon Hound. You want to focus on this pet for the wish list, get at least 2 copy, and don't make the same mistake that I made. When I got my second copy, I used it to level up the skill, because I thought that was like the reason why every guide was telling you to get a second copy of Demon Hound. I didn't know that you're gonna need it for the star up. So when you reach, where is the preview? When you reach the second gold star, this is what you're aiming for, you're gonna need a copy of Demon Hound to reach this stage. And you want to reach this stage to get the plus 15% stat increase that is gonna take you to 45%, which is huge. It's like it's gonna power you up quite a little bit. But for me, I wasted my extra copy on the skill. It's not a good idea to waste the copy on the skill. Don't do it. Not now. In the future, yes, you can do it. But now that you don't have many copy of Demon Hound, unless you're away, you need to keep it for when you reach the star up, like the second gold star of the star up. Like this is very important to make the same mistake that I made, please. Then when it comes to the move, I was about to call them skill, but they're actually called move. You want the first one to be crit, the offensive one to be crit, because as you can imagine, it's very, very important for your class as a DPS to have a lot of crit and a lot of determination, so that when you trigger both of them, you get a lucky crit, which is quadruple damage. And of course, crit is double the damage, and determination is double the damage also, I think, if I'm not remembering wrong. Then for the second one, I went for HP. I do have, as you can see, another 2 legendary. One is block, one is evasion. I believe neither of them is very important for this class. What you want, in my opinion, is HP, as much HP as possible. Still also better than defense. And yeah, ideally I want to have a legendary with HP, but I don't, so I'm using a rare one. And then for the balanced, I have determination. Again, as I mentioned before, determination and critical rate is the two most important stat you can have as a DPS. Of course, also attack is the third most important stat, but determination and crit are more important because overall, if you will always have something that upgrade your attack, your damage with that, but it's more difficult to find something that can increase your determination. As far as I know, for now, that the level cap is 80, and we don't have the first class, so the ranger. The only way to get determination is from here, from the move. So it's very, very important to get it. And that's it for the move. And for the rest of the Melomon, this is the second ideal Melomon that you want, and the reason is very simple. I think I can show you from where is it, from here. This is the skill of Colt. It's absolutely perfect for DPS because it not only increased all the damage, but also based on the distance. As you know, you're a ranged DPS, so of course you're gonna have the most amount of possible distance from the boss, which is gonna increase your damage as much as possible. For the third one, so for this lot, I'm currently using Shield Falcon because I don't have anything better. I actually found Blade Hound today, so I could actually use also Blade Hound. But I'm gonna show you from here. As I mentioned in the guide, the third pet that you want is this one. Is standard for this special skill that, as you can imagine, also increases the attack, which is perfect because it's also until the end of the battle and it's stuck. So this is very good, and hopefully I will find it. I still don't have it. And as I mentioned before, I'm accumulating all my Stellarite and I'm gonna use it all on Melomon because I'm gonna really need all the material to start up my Demon Hound, and also because I want to find the third legendary Melomon that I need, which is standard. Now, for the what is it? For the skill, this is the setup that I use. I'm not gonna go into details of why I use this. The reason of why I use this is because on Discord, all the pro player and all like the people that plays the Chinese server and also plays the closed beta here, they all use this set. Like everybody use the same set. So you know for sure that this is very good for this class, at least until we change job, obviously. On the job change, the skill are gonna change, of course. But for now, this until level 80 of your first class, this is gonna be the best one. And as you can see, I don't have everything to legendary. What I would advise to everybody is to invest obviously on the core skill. You want to level up this one as much as possible because it's obviously your core skill. And then I would go for the active one. So for example, it could have been probably a better idea to make all these three to level 70 and then start to focus on the passive. I didn't do it because I wanted to try to keep everything balanced, but it could be a mistake. It could actually be a mistake. Then if we go to the talent, again, this is all stuff that I literally copy from, I think the name of the moderator on Discord is Zo. I don't know, I probably messed up the name, but all credit goes to him because he's the one that made the guide on Discord and that I'm following. So this is the path that I'm using, a straight up copy from him. I'm not gonna take any credit whatsoever. Same with this, I just straight up copy. So this is what I'm currently using, and I had absolutely zero problems so far in the game. Every mod was very easy to figure it out and like just to pass. My DPS usually, unless I'm matched with someone that spent a lot of money, is always the best DPS in the party, so I'm very happy about my progress. And for the artifact, as I mentioned before, this is my current situation. Just roll as many artifacts as you can, just upgrade them as much as you can. As you can see, I'm trying to make everything +5 because you cannot go above +5 for now, I believe. And also for the star up, try to star up everything as much as you can. As you can see, I'm trying also to make 5-star my epic artifact, and I did almost, not really almost, half of the rare one. And artifacts are absolutely super important, probably more than the pet, maybe as much as the pet. They give you a lot of power, like a lot of power. It's really ridiculous the amount of power that they give you. So for me right now, I give priority to the artifact because I'm saving up my Stellarite. When we have favor playing event, I'm gonna give priority to the Melomon a little bit. I'm gonna roll for them. But then again, as soon as I'm in a good spot with my Melomon, I'm gonna give priority again to the artifact because they're just that strong. The thing I'm giving less priority right now is the skill. You don't really need, of course, you want to have as many legendary, as many epic as you can, but it's the least important thing in my opinion, because at least the active one, you're going to change them when you get the new class. I didn't check if we also changed the passive, maybe, I didn't check honestly, so I can tell you, but yeah, it's you're going to change them. And for this reason, I also started to accumulate the card for the new skill of the new class, and I would advise to do the same. If you didn't reach this point yet, you should do it, because again, we're going to change all the skill anyway. So and let's see, for the equipment, I don't think I have to explain to you, but as we mentioned before, you want to prioritize crit. Critical hit is more important than attack. If I have to choose, I try to get at least 4 or 5 bonus out of 3 of what I want. Also, accuracy is very important. Try to reach 103% of accuracy. You don't need more than that, but you need at least that. It's not your super top priority. Top priority, again, is critical rate and determination, but you really want to reach at least 100-120% of accuracy. As you can see from here, I have 102. Then I have 36 critical rate. I would say ideally you want to stay, I think, between 30-35. 36 maybe is even a little bit too much, but that's obviously it's not bad if you have a little bit extra critical rate. Determination as much as you can. Just go as much determination as you can. Right now it's not very doable because we can only get it from the move of the Melomon, but in the future try to get as much determination that you can. Then haste is also very important. You want to have as much haste as possible. I would say it's less important than critical rate and determination, but you still want to have a high haste percentage. Ideally, you want to have around 20-25%. Again, if you have a little bit more, it's okay. Obviously, it's not going to hurt you. And that's it for the stat. The set are obviously the one that we currently have in the game. We only have energy set pretty much, so of course you're gonna use 6 pieces of energy set. And for the accessories, you want to use the Tsar set for the simple reason that it provides haste, and you need it, which is because it's very good. So again, for the bonus, I would advise to roll at least 2 good bonus that you need, so 4 or level 4 or level 5. For defensive bonus, I always try to give priority to HP. As I mentioned before, I think HP is better than defense, so HP and defense. Again, here we have level 5 critical hit, haste, and HP. This is very good. Then for the helmet, of course, you you actually need to make your Mask of Power legendary and also your Gauntlet legendary and try to upgrade them to tier 10 because they are very good. And as you can see also here, I gave priority to critical rate, accuracy, and then HP. HP is a little bit low, but because the other two are 5, I'll take it. I don't care too much to reroll. Then we have Ace, accuracy, and critical rate. This is a little bit low, but again, I already have more than 35%, so I don't need more than this. It's okay. Then we have HP, again 5, block, evasion. I don't care that much about neither of them, but as you can see, I finished my raw material, so I cannot roll more than that. That was not a very good bonus, but I'll take it because I can't do otherwise right now. Ace 5, crit 5, 2 attack, not important. I mean, it's important obviously, but again, I have good ace and good critical rate, so I will keep it. I will not gonna roll that. 4 crit, 2 HP, 5 ace, same logic as before. And finally, we have 5 HP, block, evasion. It's all decent levels, so why not? And that's it for the equipment. I would say overall, for your progress, you should try to get a companion from your guild, someone that is gonna play also when you're AFK, so that he can push the stage when you're not playing and you can level up as fast as possible, as much as possible. I was very lucky because I have a very good player from my guild and we partner up literally on day 1 and we've been together since then and everything is going very well. We're gonna unlock level 80 tonight and we're gonna keep pushing the stages, so it's all good. Then for the game mode, as we mentioned before in other video, like when I made the Rift video for Valley of Omen, it's pretty much your job is to interrupt the charge skill, and if there are different targets, just focus on the target. Don't be lazy, don't stay AFK all the time, unless your entire party is super strong and you can kill very, very easy the boss. If anyone is struggling, like it's so difficult, like Priest and Tank are more difficult role. If they play active, you can play active. Don't be a bad person. Don't be like one of those players that don't focus, don't change the target, or don't interrupt the skill, and maybe the tank dies, or maybe the priest get in trouble. Like, don't do that. Play your role, DPS, your ranged, so you have one of the easiest job in the game. So please don't be that guy that goes AFK all the time. For Dragon Bounty, it's very easy. Like you just need to move to not get the debuff. Waves of Horror is the same as the Rift. Even less mob actually, even less boss from Waves of Horror require you to interrupt the skill, so it's very, very easy. Like the game is very easy for us as a ranged DPS, so be a nice teammate and do your job, because otherwise, like, come on, like, you're ruining the experience for other people. I think we covered pretty much everything about the class. And the last thing I want to say is that please remember that you can change one of your skill mid-game, like during a match, during a trial, for example. Usually what I do is that I change Arrow Rain, which I'm also going to do with the passive from the talent. I change it with, what's the name? Shock Strike, which is your interruption skill. So remember, again, as I mentioned before, be a good team player, change before the boss, use the charge up skill, change your skill from Arrow Rain, or you can change something else if you want, you don't have to copy me. Change any skill you want to Shock Strike, and remember to interrupt the charge skill of the boss. Remember that when you change the skill is going to go on cooldown. So you need to do it like, what is the cooldown of this one? Do they say it somewhere? 16 seconds. So remember to change the skill at least 20 seconds before the boss is going to do the charge skill. Usually they always do it on a set amount of HP. So it's very easy to know like when to interrupt after you did the boss at least once. So you have no excuse not to do it. Again, be a good team player. The game is all about like being in a party and being a good team player. So it's very bad if you don't do that. And I guess that's it for the video. That's it for the class. I'm having a lot of fun with this class. It's very, very good. I really, really like it. And so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments if you have any question. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.